Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. We're going to be going over some miscellaneous wildlife real quick that I've seen recently, and then we'll go into another video on porcupine tracking. So just to knock out a few things I saw real quick, some ducks. We've got some ring-necked ducks, hooded mergansers. That's pretty standard stuff for around here. A red-tailed hawk. Again, pretty standard for around here. But I got something I've never seen like out in the woods before, and I believe it's a chucker. So I don't know. This thing was pretty far out in the woods. Wasn't really super close to any houses or anything. So I'm not sure why it was out there. Must have escaped from captivity somewhere. But it was running down a coyote and bobcat trail to get away from me. So I don't suspect it's going to last long out there. But it was interesting nonetheless. All right, so now we're going to go into some wildlife sign, and this is going to be some kind of a pellet. Now, whether it's a hawk pellet or an owl pellet or a corvid pellet, you guys can tell me about that. But the reason I know it's a pellet is if you look at it, there's really no scat in there. It's just all fur and bones. And typically when we see those fur and bones and no other sign of scat, it's a pretty good indicator that it's a pellet. So this is a good indicator of porcupine. I don't know how well it's going to show up in the video, but this is a large area, and there's hemlocks. There's just hemlock branches down everywhere, and a lot of them are cut at a 45-degree angle. Some of them I can actually see tooth marks in. And the other thing is right over here. You get down on the ground and start looking around. Little porcupine scats. That one there. There's another one right there. They don't look to be the freshest, but there's another one right there. But I came around the corner, just around the corner from where I saw all that feeding sign, and I found one of its dens here. I don't know how it's going to show up, but there's an enormous pile of porcupine scat that it goes way up into that den up there. But it goes way up inside of there. And just a huge pile of porcupine scat going into this down tree. And that down tree is actually hollow pretty far back in there. I can't even see all the way down, but so yeah, he's going, or was going. Some of the scat actually looks pretty fresh. Fortunately it's all over my pants now, but he's going to those feeding trees and then coming back down here into this den. This is one of his dens anyway. And yeah, looks like they spent a lot of time here. Okay, so that last video is I went back after we had kind of an unexpected snow flurry. So I went back and I was able to show that the tracks are still going into that den, and also there's fresh scat now on top of the snow, which confirms for us that the porcupine is still in there. And you can see a lot of these tracks look kind of blob-like, but there are a couple of pictures where you can see the toes here. So the last thing for this video is going to be, you're actually going to be able to hear the porcupine. He was too far in the crevice for me to really illuminate him, and to be honest, I wasn't willing to disturb him any more than I already had. But you're going to be able to hear the porcupine make a noise if you turn your volume way up. Fortunately, my camera doesn't pick up audio very well, but if you turn your audio way up, you should be able to hear some of the noises the porcupine makes, as he's obviously upset that I'm in his den.